Are you one of the millions hoping for real financial relief? Big news just dropped. $500 direct payments are officially coming, and it could mean immediate support for your wallet. Whether you're a resident of Georgia or simply relying on Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, today's update could directly affect you or someone you love. In this video, we're breaking down who qualifies for these new payments, why the Social Security Administration is tightening fraud prevention, and what the ongoing political battle means for the future of your benefits. Stay with us until the end to get all the essential details and see how these changes could shape your financial future. Welcome to Financial Area, where we break down complex financial news into clear, trustworthy updates you can count on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an important update. Georgia residents are in for a financial boost thanks to a newly signed tax rebate law from Governor Brian Kemp. This initiative aims to provide direct payments to taxpayers feeling the pressure of rising prices and economic uncertainty. Under this plan, individuals who filed taxes in either 2022 or 2023 may qualify for payments of up to $500. The exact amount depends on filing status: $250 for single filers, $375 for heads of household, and $500 for married couples filing jointly. These funds are designed to give people a bit of breathing room as inflation continues to impact everyday expenses like groceries, gas, and housing. Even though this program is specific to Georgia, it's creating waves across the country. Other states are watching closely as the success of this rebate could inspire similar moves elsewhere. In recent years, state-level financial aid has become increasingly common as federal relief programs have slowed down. With many Americans still struggling to recover from the financial effects of the pandemic, programs like this one highlight how state governments are stepping up to fill the gap. This new wave of relief comes at a time when many Americans are feeling the pinch of inflation. Prices remain high, and for families already living paycheck to paycheck, every dollar counts. These direct payments could help people cover essentials or get caught up on bills, making a real difference for those who qualify. The Georgia rebate is not just about putting money in people's pockets. It's about addressing the very real economic stress that millions of Americans are facing today. The Social Security Administration is stepping up its efforts to combat fraud and protect the benefits of millions of Americans. One of the key changes involves new measures that require individuals to verify their identity in person when making certain claims or adjustments. This move is designed to reduce the risk of impersonation and fraudulent claims that have plagued the system in recent years. With the rise of scam phone calls and identity theft schemes, the SSA is taking a more hands-on approach to ensure that benefits go only to those who are truly eligible. These updates also include enhanced screening of phone interactions, aiming to detect and block fraudulent claims before they're processed. Many seniors and individuals with disabilities have become targets for scammers who use sophisticated tactics to trick them into sharing sensitive information. By requiring additional verification and cracking down on suspicious activity, the SSA hopes to strengthen trust in the system and safeguard the financial security of its most vulnerable recipients. While these measures are being praised by some as necessary and overdue, others are raising concerns about accessibility. For individuals who are elderly, have mobility challenges, or live in remote areas, in-person verification can be a significant burden. Critics argue that while fraud prevention is important, it shouldn't come at the cost of creating new obstacles for those who genuinely need their benefits. The balance between security and accessibility is now at the center of the conversation surrounding Social Security reforms. Despite the challenges, many see this as a step in the right direction. As fraudulent activity continues to evolve, the Social Security Administration is under increasing pressure to adapt. For those who rely on their monthly payments, knowing that the system is taking steps to protect their benefits can offer a sense of reassurance. However, the question remains, will these changes be enough to stop the growing tide of fraud without pushing away the people the system is meant to serve? The future of Social Security has become one of the most hotly debated topics in American politics, and both parties are offering very different visions for how to handle its growing financial strain. On one side, Republicans are calling for significant reforms, arguing that the current system is unsustainable. They point to the increasing costs of both Social Security and Medicare, warning that without intervention, these programs could collapse under their own weight. One of the main proposals from conservatives includes implementing work requirements for certain government benefits, particularly targeting programs like Medicaid and food assistance. The idea is that able-bodied individuals of working age should be contributing to the system if they're going to receive support from it. While this proposal doesn't currently apply directly to Social Security, it signals a broader philosophy. Government support should come with conditions that encourage self-reliance and fiscal responsibility. Supporters of this approach argue that it's not about cutting benefits, but about making the system more sustainable in the long run. They believe that by tightening eligibility for other welfare programs and encouraging more people to enter or remain in the workforce, the financial burden on the government could be reduced, leaving more room to protect benefits for retirees and the disabled. This line of thinking often includes ideas like gradually increasing the retirement age or changing the way cost of living adjustments are calculated. These changes, they argue, would reflect modern life expectancies and economic realities, helping the system stay solvent without massive tax increases. On the other side of the aisle, Democrats are pushing to preserve and even expand Social Security benefits. They argue that the program is a lifeline for millions of Americans who have worked their whole lives and paid into the system, and that cutting or restricting it would betray those people. Instead of work requirements or benefit reductions, many Democratic lawmakers are advocating for higher taxes on the wealthy to help fund the program. They believe that the richest Americans should contribute more, especially considering the growing income inequality across the country. In their view, Social Security is not just a financial program, but a moral promise to support people in retirement, disability, or during tough times. This sharp political divide becomes even more critical when you look at the numbers. The Social Security and Medicare trustees have projected that these programs face a combined funding shortfall of around $78 trillion over the coming decades. That staggering figure isn't just a hypothetical concern. It represents a real threat to future generations if no action is taken. While both parties acknowledge the problem, their solutions vary dramatically. Republicans tend to focus on restructuring and cost controls, while Democrats prioritize expanding revenue through taxation. These differences have led to a stalemate in Washington, where meaningful reforms are often delayed due to political gridlock and fear of voter backlash. What makes the situation even more urgent is the aging population. As more baby boomers retire and life expectancy continues to rise, the number of people drawing from Social Security is increasing, while the ratio of workers paying into the system is shrinking. This imbalance further strains the program's ability to meet its obligations. If nothing is done, future beneficiaries could see their payments reduced or delayed. That's a scenario no one wants, but it's becoming more likely unless lawmakers take decisive action. While politicians argue over the best way forward, many Americans are left feeling anxious and uncertain. People nearing retirement are wondering if they'll receive what they were promised. Younger workers are questioning whether Social Security will even exist by the time they retire. The lack of clarity and consistent leadership on this issue only adds to the stress. At the same time, some experts suggest that real progress will only come through bipartisan cooperation. No single party can solve this alone, and any sustainable solution will likely require a combination of spending controls, tax adjustments, and structural reforms that both protect benefits and ensure the program's long-term viability. In the end, the debate over Social Security is more than just a numbers game. It's a reflection of national priorities. Should we prioritize individual responsibility and cost-cutting measures, or collective support and increased contributions from the wealthy? Can we find a middle ground that secures benefits for current and future generations without burdening the economy? These are the questions that remain unanswered, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Every American has a role to play in shaping that future, whether by staying informed, voting for leaders who align with their values, or advocating for reforms they believe in.